Hey everyone, it's Kent Hebison with Living in Lubbock, Texas. And today we're here at Texas Tech University here in Lubbock. One of the highlights of why people are moving to Lubbock in the first place is their education for their children and even people coming back for their masters. So Texas Tech University sits on over 1,800 acres, making it the 6th largest campus in Texas. Now that's phenomenal. Number one, you get tons of landscape, tons of architecture, and you got plenty of room to roam around. And if you're exercise conscious, don't worry, you got plenty of room to get your steps. So one of the most important things that we're talking to people about today is, in this economy, is money, finances. You want to teach your kids, and they want to make sure that they don't break mom and dad's bank account. So whenever you look at that, you want to make sure you take in the cost of living as well as the cost of education. For instance, did you know that the University of Texas only has a 37% acceptance rate, whereas Texas Tech accepts over 63? And so you got a higher chance of acceptance. But more importantly, we just said finances, right? In-state tuition at the University of Texas in Austin is over $30,000, okay? Out of state is over 50. Compare that to Texas Tech, there are only $11,000 for in-state and only $24,000 for out-of-state. That's a fraction of the cost, literally almost a third in-state and just under half for out-of-state. So where does your money get you the most? By the way, the education is top-notch. It's a tier 1 university, everybody. And you got great culture, great student athletic programs, great law school. Medical is phenomenal. By the way, Texas Tech Health Science Center actually has UMC Hospital, which partners with Texas Tech. So you can get your education and your job career started off all in the same place at a fraction of the price. Who wouldn't want to get ahead in this economy and in this world today that we have in? Don't be a horse's butt and miss out. After all, Texas Tech just celebrated 100 years. If it wasn't a good campus, it wouldn't be thriving.
Good guy.
Francisco? Kent,
Yes,
nice meeting you,
to
sir.
meet you.
So, are you from Lubbock?
No, sir. I'm from Uvalde, Texas, about 5 hours away.
Okay, so that's perfect because we're actually trying to figure out why people are choosing Lubbock rather than someplace closer. So what made you choose Texas Tech?
The school is really good. The atmosphere is really great. It's a bigger school compared to like where I'm from. Like the nearest school would be like an hour away in San Antonio.
Okay.
And I mean, those schools are good, but most of them are commuter schools. You don't really get that commitment to, I guess, student life that you would here.
Okay.
And then also the academics, like I said previously.
Awesome. So speaking of academics, what major did you choose?
So I graduated in May in information technology from the Rawls College of Business, and then I'm going back for my STEM MBA at the Rawls.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So do you think you're going to go back to San Antonio for a job, or how does the job market look for you?
Job market, hopefully, right now, all the major cities in Texas, DFW, Austin, Houston,
Nice.
San Antonio maybe even. It just depends. Hopefully I can get something in that sense, but right now I'm looking at really anywhere.
Anywhere?
Yes,
Great,
sir.
great. So do you feel like you got a great education at Tech?
Oh, yes, sir. I agree.
Absolutely.
I love the education here.
Awesome. What about student life?
Student life, it's fun. I mean, of course, you got Broadway over there and
Yeah.
stuff like that. The football games, basketball games, baseball games, they're all really fun. I mean, with once you get the academic or the athletic pass, it's free. You can just walk in whenever, really. I mean, the Rawls right there by the baseball stadium. During baseball season, they have games like at 2 o'clock. So get out of class, walk right over, be studying, try to study.
Nice.
Watching the game.
And they got a great baseball team, right?
Yes, sir.
Consistently.
Great baseball team. Basketball's on the come up, and football is as well, which makes it nice.
Yeah, it makes it nice whenever you win some games. So that's awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate you taking the time, and best of luck in your major.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not. I'm from Austin.
Okay,
Yes.
Perfect, because I just did a comparison on Austin versus
no
Texas Tech.
way. Okay, cool, yeah.
So obviously being from Austin, University of Texas, that's
Yes,
huge.
yes.
What was your main deciding factor for coming to Tech versus UT?
So basically the major that I'm in here is the #1 in the nation, personal financial planning.
Uh-huh.
So it was just kind of a no-brainer to come here. But
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're hitting it on the head. So literally we've just talked about financial education,
Yes.
how important it is in this economy to make your money go the farthest. And so the
course.
fact that you're majoring in finance, it's the #1 program in the nation,
Yeah,
you said.
yeah.
And so we were just talking about the difference in cost of tuition at UT versus Tech. Literally almost a third, right?
Yeah.
And so obviously you're pretty smart, so you probably have a scholarship, I'm assuming.
Yes, I do. I do.
Awesome. So what are some of the things you enjoy the most about the campus, other than like obviously the #1 ranking in your field?
Yeah, of course. Well, I feel like the campus like is really big, but it also feels kind of like a lot like going on. So there's a lot of things to do here, especially like in my program, like this college that I'm in. There's a lab there, so basically all of us like in our major can go in there and like study and stuff. But also like I go to the library a lot in the sub, and I feel like I just like see a bunch of people that I always know. So it's always like cool to like see everyone and just feel kind of closely connected, even though tech is like pretty big too.
So that's pretty awesome. So you can have a huge campus,
Yeah.
be from a completely different area,
Exactly.
and still feel connected, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Which also shows you just how like kind of like it's easy to meet people here as well.
All right, so that's the next thing.
Yeah.
So would you say that Lubbock's full of great people?
Yes, of course.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. So, well, I appreciate you taking the time. I know you got to get back to that #1 program. So,
was
have a
nice
great
to
look.
meet
You too. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, we know that everybody wants to make sure that their kids have a great school, great education, and of course, cost does matter to some, unless you're on a full ride scholarship like our last interview. But it's not just about that. It's also about their safety and their living situations. And we know that matters to you most parents. And so Texas Tech has some phenomenal dorms. That's not an issue. And it's great culture to meet new people. However, we also help families from across the country who want to make an investment in their child's future by having something a little bit more off-campus life. And so there's an amazing neighborhood that people use for an advantage for their children to get a jump start after their education. It probably holds its value and appreciates better than almost any neighborhood in town. And it is convenient walking distance to the campus. And we're talking about Tech Terrace neighborhood. So Tech Terrace is probably a vintage neighborhood, you'll say. You'll see some amazing architecture from Tudor style homes to cottages. And they're a little bit older, but some have been phenomenally updated. And again, they're walking distance and allows your student to have a little bit more separation from campus life and find a couple of friends to help pay for their rent. So again, you're helping them be more financially responsible, and the appreciating asset is a better investment for you and your child's future. Now, it's almost lunchtime here, guys. And one of the staple points here near Texas Tech and in Lubbock in general, period, is Spanky's Fried Cheese. We're gonna head over there now, get a bite to eat, and whenever you come and visit, make sure and hit up Spanky's too. All right, guys, so here we are at Spanky's, and obviously they brought out some amazing fried cheese sticks, probably some of the largest ones you're ever gonna see, and they are just absolutely amazing. Taste great, probably not great for the weight, but they taste great. Now, with any great campus, you want to make sure that you have great entertainment, great food, and so this is one of the staple points in Lubbock whenever you're down here by campus. #1, it's literally just a walk across the street to the stadium, to the Texas Tech football games. We're right down the street from several other restaurants, but Spanky's is notoriously known for their fried cheese sticks. So we want you guys to come and visit whenever you enroll, whenever you're looking to buy properties, real estate in Lubbock around Texas Tech. We are the people to get you what you need, because we want you to be financially astute and show your children how to be financially astute in these economic times. So I know we've shown y'all a bunch of amazing things about Lubbock already, about Texas Tech University, and now we're talking about Tech Terrace, the real estate that you're going to be wanting for when your kid goes to Texas Tech. There is everything from Tudor style homes to ranch style and a little bit of modern in between. You'll see that this home that we're fixing to view is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,320 square feet. Now, we're only gonna give you the outside view of the property, but we wanna give you an idea of what you can get between 200 to 350,000 in Tech Terrace. And this property is gonna be listed at $297,000. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of great perks to something like that. For instance, did you know that property with 20% down, your payment's only $2,054, and the appreciation in Tech Terrace is phenomenal. The demand is always high, so whether you want to keep it just for your students and then lease out the other rooms to their friends or classmates, they pay the mortgage for you almost. Not only that, the appreciation continues to gain, and on top of that, you can get a 3.6% annual depreciation on an investment property. So tell me again, why wouldn't you buy a home for your student? Okay, so here we are at another property. It's 2524 20th Street. So we're even closer to Texas Tech. So the walking distance is that much safer. And it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath rather than a 3-bedroom. But it's 1,495 square feet, which is literally almost 100 square feet bigger than the last property. This property is only $255,000. Literally $40,000 less. Now, don't forget the 3.6 tax break that you can get for depreciation. So it's a great savings for you. It's an investment for your child and you, and it saves your student on monthly living. So let's take a look at this beautiful 2-bedroom home right now. All right, so here we go, y'all. This is the largest one of the day. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,945 square feet. So like I said, significantly larger than the other homes. This one's also a little bit more expensive. So this one's priced at $312,500. Now, with that, you're gonna get a little bit more space. You're on a corner lot, larger rooms. So a few of the amenities that you might find more important to you. You're also just down the block from the neighborhood park, which is absolutely fantastic. Great for walking the dog, getting the stress out from all the student studies, just a great overall environment. So you've got, not only do you have close proximity to Texas Tech, but you've got some beautiful amenities such as the park for your student to enjoy and for you to enjoy whenever you come into town. Y'all have heard us get a couple of different interviews from students at random, and what would you know, neither one of them were from Lubbock, but they absolutely love the programs and love the community and the life of the student. So what's holding you back from moving to a school where it sounds like they're 100% satisfied to me?